Hi there. It's Lisa here on our first Sunday of Lent, and our reading is from the book of Deuteronomy. And it's an interesting reading in the sense that most of this reading is what Moses says for the people to say to God. This is the people's prayer to God, an acknowledgement of their salvation history, and then their offering of these gifts to God. So the last two lines are where we collect back to Moses again. So it's interesting. So a reading from the book of Deuteronomy. We wait 1, 2, 3 seconds before we start reading. Why? Because our GIRM, General Instructions for the Roman Missal, tell us to do that. Moses, so pause a little bit after Moses, spoke to the people. There's a comma. Pause again. Saying, the priest shall receive the basket from you, that's our offertory, and shall set it in front of the altar of the Lord your God. So that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Then you shall declare before the Lord your God. So now he's telling the people that you give the basket and then you say, my father was a wandering Aramean. That Aramean, okay, who went down to Egypt with a small household and lived there as an alien. But there he became a great nation. There he became a nation, great, strong, and numerous. So each one of those adjectives, great, strong, and numerous. You're speaking of your ancestors in faith. You're proud of them, right? And when the Egyptians maltreated and oppressed us, imposing hard labor upon us, we cried to the Lord, the God of our fathers, and he heard our cry. There you go. I would slow down for that one. He heard our cry and saw our affliction, our toil, and our oppression. So be careful of, and saw our affliction, and letting your voice drop too much. Our toil, so keep it up the whole way through. And also the word our. I know sometimes you want to just cut short and go our, but if you would say our affliction, our toil, and our oppression, it gathers more clearly, okay? He brought us out of Egypt with his strong hand and outstretched arm. Don't you love it? Come on, guys. Yeah. With terrifying power, with signs and wonders, and bringing us into this country, emphasis on this. He gave us this land, there we go, emphasis on this again, flowing with milk and honey. Okay? So that is a wonderful thing, and let your voice just flow. Flowing with milk and honey. Therefore, now we're speaking to God. We continue speaking to God, but now it's obvious, right? Therefore, I have now brought you the first fruits of the products of the soil, which you, O Lord, have given me. And having set them before the Lord your God, you shall bow down in his presence. So those last two lines, we don't know that Moses has come and said those, or is continuing to say those. It doesn't say Moses said, okay? But keep your voice strong all the way through, in his presence. Then we do 1, 2, 3. The word of the Lord, nice and strong. Okay, so how would that sound? Without any interruptions. A reading from the book of Deuteronomy. Moses spoke to the people, saying, the priest shall receive the basket from you, and shall set it in front of the altar of the Lord your God. Then you shall declare before the Lord your God, my father was a wandering Aramean, who went down to Egypt with a small household and lived there as an alien. But there he became a nation, great, strong, and numerous. When the Egyptians maltreated and oppressed us, imposing hard labor upon us, we cried to the Lord, the God of our fathers, and he heard our cry and saw our affliction, our toil, and our oppression. He brought us out of Egypt with his strong hand and outstretched arm, with terrifying power, with signs and wonders, and bringing us into this country, he gave us this land flowing with milk and honey. Therefore, I have now brought you the first fruits of the products of the soil, which you, O Lord, have given me. And having set them down before the Lord your God, you shall bow down in his presence. The word of the Lord. Okay, so practice reading aloud 5 times, yes, so that you get the pacing, the cadence, and all of these words in their proper position. God bless.